Wall Street. For decades, it was marked by a culture where markets knew best and financial firms were their own best regulators. The money poured in, helping to finance the multi-million-dollar Wall Street lifestyle. Then came the financial collapse of late 2008. The economy spun into its deepest tailspin since the Great Depression. As retirement funds evaporated, people became angry. The insurer AIG became synonymous in many minds with Wall Street greed run amok. As taxpayer money flowed into bailing out AIG and other firms, Senate Banking Committee Chairman Christopher Dodd called the key regulators before Congress.
American taxpayers are angry, and they demand to know how we arrived at this moment, and more importantly, right now, how the architects of this economic landscape will put us back on a sound financial footing and restore American confidence and optimism.
But a year later, despite the fact that the crisis was topic number one at a series of international meetings, not that much has changed. Morris Goldstein is with the Peterson Institute of International Economics.
Well, most of it is a work in process. At the previous G20 meetings, they've laid out principles and the broad areas where they want to make changes, but they haven't implemented most of these things because they didn't want to complicate crisis management.
When the G20 gather again in Pittsburgh later this month, they are expected to reinforce the need for stronger bank capital requirements, which could have the effect of forcing institutions to make sounder investments. But as the economy recovers, some fear the desire for change may fade. Maya McGinnis of the New America Foundation.
The question is, will those things go through, or will, as the economy starts to recover, attention start to focus on other things, and there won't be this big shakeout in how we regulate banks and the rest of the financial sector that people are expecting there to be?
President Barack Obama's hand-picked choice to review executive compensation, Ken Feinberg, is expected to rule within weeks on compensation proposals for top executives of companies receiving taxpayer aid, including Bank of America and Citigroup. But he was unable to stop a $100 million payment Citigroup said it owed to a trader. The White House has called for a range of regulations to ensure this kind of crisis would never happen again. This year, Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner has called on Congress to enact new curbs on the trading of derivatives, complex investments that have largely escaped regulation and that critics say contributed to last year's crisis. Top Wall Street bankers have warned against making new rules overly restrictive, which they say could choke off a rebound. Congress is expecting its response by the end of the year. Deborah Luderbeck, Reuters.